Finally, new things going on this Bitcoin chart and the overall markets. Lunc, it's been pumping 5x. Can it get to $1? Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today, that's right, we're going to take a look at these Bitcoin charts again. Also, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this Dogechain idea going on with the markets right now. We're going to talk a little bit about Lunc, and we're going to take a look at coins being delisted from exchanges. So if you're excited about that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Who could be excited about coins getting delisted? I'm sure no one. But anyway, subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. So let's just take a look at the Bitcoin chart right here, so we can see that starting this week we have ourselves a nice little dump going on with the overall markets, kind of coincided with this SPX dump right here. Now, I had mentioned before that we do have ourselves a downtrend on the SPX, and we haven't actually retested the 200 moving average, but that's not what we're here for. We're talking about Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is pretty much following that, except Bitcoin is already below its 200 week moving average. Now, when I zoom in here, I'm gonna remove all this mess right here because we don't need these higher highs hopium anymore, because that hopium didn't play out. So what I was expecting was some downside, and I've been talking about it a little bit, was because this little pattern right here broke to the downside. So we can see the price maybe going a little bit lower, you know, maybe even retesting that area, or yeah, a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower. 17k for Bitcoin. Oh my goodness, who would have thought we would ever see 17k again after hitting 60k? Looking at the monthly chart, it's pretty much saying the same thing. We got rejected, couldn't even get a nice retest in there. Looking pretty bad overall for Bitcoin, especially when you see this happening. You know, the arch nemesis of Bitcoin right here, the US dollar, is actually pumping. And this is no surprise to us, because I put this pink line in this chart over here a long time ago. And basically that's where we're expecting it. That's where, not we, you, maybe if you're watching the channel, you mess with the TA, you're probably expecting it too. But for me, expecting it to come up here and at least hit this 120 mark before we find any signs of a rejection, because there's not really much going on this chart before that. And this is a multi-year trend that got broken out. Like this chart right here, this whole thing is from 1988 all the way until now. So retesting this trend right here, it will be pretty big for the US dollar and what's going on right there. Interesting things though, inflation is still up, and that has to do a little bit more with the price of oil and transportation, but that's a different video. This is a crypto channel, so let's talk about this Dogechain thing right here. Dogechain. So Dogechain, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, pretty interesting concept for Dogecoin and the Dogecoin community. So right now you can see trading volume is 34 million, and the market cap is at 9 million, because this coin has been getting destroyed over the last couple of days, but had an all-time high of 0.004 and an all-time low of 0.0007, which is actually pretty good. Right now it's at 0.001, so down 19%. But what is Dogechain in the first place? It says, wow, finally things you can do with your Dogecoin. So Dogechain NFTs, games, and DeFi for Dogecoin users. What is Dogechain? Dogechain supercharges Dogecoin and brings applications like NFTs, games, DeFi to the Dogecoin community. Unfortunately, Dogecoin cannot support any of these applications or any other dApps. Dogechain fixes this. With Dogechain, Dogecoin holders can do more stuff with their Dogecoin or whatever. So basically it's saying trust in Dogechain, whatever. Like, honestly, it's a whole new chain, y'all. It's a whole new chain. It's a whole new token, and they're kind of just, you know, maybe they're probably Dogecoin holders, which is cool. They're representing for the Dogecoin community. So if they could bring some type of value to Dogecoin besides just having like some type of currency, which is what Dogecoin is. It's just like a currency. So like it says, Dogecoin can only be used to do payments, and it cannot do NFTs and DeFi. And then it says DC tokens give the community access to special holder only features, perks, blah 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 blah. DC holders can gain token permission access, Dogechain conference, every blah 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 blah. So they have a bunch of stuff going on for the Dogechain for the Dogecoin community and stuff like that, but it's not really bringing that much value to the Dogecoin token per se, in a way that it could look like they're just trying to piggyback off of the community. But like I said, I'm sure they're big in the Dogecoin community. They look like they love Dogecoin pretty much. And you know what, since Dogecoin has a huge community, has a bunch of subscribers, has a bunch of followers, people who made a lot of money when the Dogecoin pump happened, who want to do stuff with their tokens and have NFTs and have Shiba Inus, stuff like that. So we'll see going into this idea of why I'm even talking about Dogechain in the first place, is because I saw this article right here that says crypto listings and delistings announcements week 36, and basically it just has all of the exchanges, all the crypto exchanges, and it talks about all of the tokens that they're listing and all of the tokens that they are delisting. Now, majority of these exchanges are listing the DC token, which is the Dogechain token, which caused me to do more research into it and say what is really going on here with that community. So if you're in that DC community, let me know what the big deal is. If you're in any community in crypto, let me know what the big deal is. I'm in certain communities and I'll let you guys know what the big deal is. But anyways, back to this. We got listings of Dogechain on some of the biggest exchanges, and then we have delistings of some other tokens that are usually some known tokens, no liquidity. Maybe the token hasn't gone anywhere, maybe it hasn't done anything since the bear market and stuff like that. Right here we have all these being delisted off of Crew24, which looks like they just listed anything, because there's not really I haven't heard of any of these coins. But yeah, so I will put this in the description right here if you're more interested in taking a look at some of the bear market activities going on, because figuring out which coins are getting listed right now might be a good insight or a good place to start if you are looking for new cryptocurrencies in the bear market. So see them when they first get listed on exchanges might be one of the places that you could start if you're looking for coins. And the reason why I'm bringing this up also is because people always ask me hey, how do you find good coins? This is the type of stuff that I do, and then I look at the project and I'll take the time and I'll go through CoinGecko, type each one of them in, and figure out which one has an idea and a utility that looks like it can make billions of dollars. Going into this whole Terra Luna situation right here, so Lunc, we see Lunc is at 0.003. Looking at this chart over the last 7 days, though, we can see that the price has actually done pretty well. It was at 0.0001, and then it got up to 0.004, and that's pretty good returns right there. About a 3-4x in Lunc if you have been holding it over the last 7 days. If you look at the last 14 days, it's done even better, and over the last 30 days it has done some pretty interesting things on these charts. Now, why is this? There's this news that there's going to be a burn mechanism added to Terra. I think it's going to burn 1.5% of the Terra for every transaction of Lunc. And you have major exchanges going along with this upgrade. So people don't quote me on it, but just, I'm not going to name any exchanges, but I'm going to say there's some exchanges that are actually supporting this, and they're going to be burning these tokens, which is actually pretty great, because what killed the Luna price was these tokens right here, all these tokens getting minted to try to save that price of UST, and it didn't work. And that's why you got billions and trillions of tokens over here on Lunc now, which brought the price down so low, even though the market cap's high. That's pretty much what happened, and now they're trying to get rid of some of those tokens. The community is strong, and I'm pretty sure it's just because there's a lot of people who were already in that community and lost a lot of money. Different story for a different day, but there's a fat community behind the Terra Luna Classic token, and I'm sure more people had got added to that community after seeing it do a 6x in the bear market. So now we are seeing that people are getting really excited about this burn happening. But let me tell you a little bit something about the burns, and this is the same thing that I had explained in my Omi video. As the price goes up of the token, the burns will get lower and lower, causing it to making it harder and harder to burn off all of these tokens, right? So let's just, for easy math, let's just say the token is 1 cent. So when you burn $1 worth of that token, you burn, 100 tokens. And when that token is at 50 cents, you only burn 2 tokens. So over time, the amount of tokens that you burn goes down as the price rises, which slows down the burn rate of the token, which makes it not something that's a get rich quick, Lunc is going to $1 tomorrow type of situation. So I just wanted to throw that out there and make sure that, anybody who's kind of banking on that or something like that, make sure you do some calculations and make sure you're realistic about the outcomes that you are setting for yourself. Just make sure that it's always a realistic outcome. So let me know what you guys think about this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. Check out my website, everythingcurrencycrypto.com. Let me know if you need any help in the crypto space. Hit me up at everythingcurrencycrypto.com. I just said the same thing. RIP to crypto roots. Till next time, peace.